Hi there 40 before 40 followers. Righty, today I'm going to achieve number 1 on my list, which is go to a theme park. And today I'm at Paultons Park. It's just outside Southampton. I'm here with my son for a fun day out at Easter. Here we go. The mascot of the park is Percy the Owl, and has been since the very beginning. In 2023, Paultons Park celebrated its 40th anniversary. Lots of different owls were commissioned to depict different sections of the park, and some of them championing local causes which the park is a supporter of. The Wild Forest Cafe is at the front of the park, which you can purchase food, drinks and other items. Here's a quick look at the menu, just for reference. We brought our own lunch, which is also perfectly acceptable at Paultons. You are allowed entry into the theme park before the rides officially open, and on our way to Lost Kingdom, which was our first destination, these Japanese gardens were keeping most people entertained. They're very beautiful and well maintained. And it's showtime! We wanted to head off to the biggest roller coaster section in the park, which is the Lost Kingdom. This area is home to dinosaur theming, 3 fantastic roller coasters, and this is my son's favourite, Flight of the Pterosaur. Come with me, if you dare! This is an absolutely fantastic roller coaster and well worth doing. Next up we headed over to Velociraptor. You're not so scary. Where are they going? Now that certainly is a thrill ride, and we will be back on that later. But next up, we're heading over to an area called Tornado Springs through this gorgeous park area in the middle. The gardeners take such good care of this section, and the flowers were amazing to see at Easter time. We're walking past a haunted house there. I'll come back to that in a little bit. But first, on to Tornado Springs. When it opened in 2021, Tornado Springs was a new section of the park, with some fantastic roller coasters, restaurants, other smaller rides for the younger children, and some park play areas. You get quite a good view of this area and across to Peppa Pig World if you come on the drop ride, called Windmill Towers. This is suitable for younger children, and like I said, you get a great view of Peppa Pig World and Buffalo Falls. The theming in this section of the park is absolutely fantastic. You're meant to feel like you're in Middle America and possibly under threat of a tornado. It really does feel like this, with tractors and farmyards and chickens and cows sticking out of roofs all over the place. The theming here is really on point and I love it. Next up is Storm Chaser. This is a fantastic roller coaster, and no matter which seat you sit in, you will have a different experience every single time you ride. Once you hop on, you can take your bags and put them over on the other side before taking your seat and strapping in. Yep, this time we are going up the 63 feet to the top, backwards. This roller coaster does not act in the same way every single time, so each time you ride this roller coaster it will be a different experience. Hold on tight, we are going for a twisting, turning ride. After all that excitement, I needed something a little bit calmer, so we went past these beautiful sculptures and headed off into Critter Creek. This section is mainly aimed towards younger children, but there are things to see for the older ones as well. A quick trip into Beastie Burrow and you'll find insects, reptiles, and all manner of creepy crawlies. If that's not your kind of caterpillar, then have a little go on this smaller roller coaster. Again, meant for young ones, but still a good ride if you're a bit older. Again, when you get on the ride, you place your bags on the other side and they'll be waiting for you when you get back. A simple lap bar with this one, as we're not going too fast. But it is a little bit deceptive on its speed. And as this is such a short ride, you get to go around twice. we're headed back towards the Lost Kingdom, and as I mentioned before, we're going to go past Ghostly Manor. Now this is going to be a new ride opening in May 2025. It promises to be an immersive experience with interactivity, and it's something completely different to anything else at Paultons Park, and we're really excited for it, so we must come back and check it out. This ride is called Cobra. I'll show you a good view of this a bit later on. Well, it's getting close to midday. We've been here for 2 hours, just over 2 hours. We've been on most of the large roller coasters. My son's going on a ride that spins, which I can't do, so I thought I'd do this right now. The entrance into Paultons Park is £45 per person if you are over 1.2 metres tall. So everyone over 1.2 metres is the same price. Which isn't too bad because you're going to be riding all the rides, basically. So if you're under 90 centimetres, you're free, probably because you can't go on much except for in Peppa Pig World. But most of the roller coasters seem to be, if you're over 8 years old and over 120 centimetres, you can do it on your own, which is pretty cool, really. It's been an absolutely wonderful day already. The queues have been so much shorter. The longest we've waited in a queue was 15 minutes, I believe. It's about 15 minutes. So much better than the massive theme parks. And when you think about it, this is Easter. It's the Easter holidays. And 15 minutes has been the longest so far. It might be 20 to 25 on the next ride, just because it's getting a bit later in the day, more people are in the park, that kind of thing. This time we're heading on the drop ride called Magma. It wasn't open until a little bit later in the day, not entirely sure why, but it's one of those rides that's temperamental and does tend to stop throughout the day. But it was open right now, and here's another little dinosaur, just for fun while you're waiting in the queue. This is the tallest ride in the park and spins a lot. It's not too bad when it comes to spinning, but the camera doesn't do the drops justice. These empty sections are actually being worked on actively for a new section coming in 2026, which is going to have a Viking theme. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that next year. And then we descend into the hole, into the pit. These are the boards on the outsides of those pieces that are being worked on. Like I say, Viking theme. Very different to everything else in this section. It's going to be interesting. We headed back over towards Tornado Springs and saw that the splash park was open. This is heaving in the summer and loved by the children. Back in Tornado Springs, I couldn't resist the chance to video the ride Storm Chaser from the outside. As you can see, each individual car spins independently, although the whole thing goes around a track. It's a very different experience each time. I'll show you the POV of our second ride, and you'll see the difference between the two. good.
After all that excitement, I needed some calm time, so we headed into the central section of the park, which is a beautiful open park with Japanese gardens, animal encounters and other bits and pieces. Let's take a leisurely stroll, shall we, and see what we find.
Mild gorilla. Oh my. Found the gorilla.
Warning, gorilla. Warning, wild gorilla. It's got big bones.
Oh, let's take a look.
As our day was winding down, as were our energy levels, we headed back into Lost Kingdom for one ride on Cobra. This ride is very jolty, so if you have back issues I would not recommend it, but if you're a thrill seeker, go for it. We had one last burst of energy for one final ride on Flight of the Pterosaur, which was our favourite, and then it was time to head home. We had an absolutely wonderful time at Paultons Park. £45 is a lot for a ticket, but you can see the investment going back in. The grounds are beautifully kept, it's wonderfully clean, and all the staff are amazing. We had a wonderful time, and it's just time for a quick trip through the gift shop at the exit before we headed home.
you.
So that's another one of my 40 before 40 items finished. Number 1, visit a theme park, completed. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you have any questions about Paultons Park or anything that I can do to help, then please do write it in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, then please give it a like and consider subscribing to Just Pick One for more. Until next time.